When you're using large amounts of data on a daily basis, one of your jobs would be to spot certain trends or patterns, or to see if a certain number is above target or below target, and when it changes. Well, we can't really do that visually all the time because humans do end up making mistakes. So, for example, in this percent change column, we're trying to figure out 2019 production targets or projections based on a division score. We don't know if these are the right numbers, so I want Excel to change these colors as the numbers go up and down. So for example, anything I change that's green means that I'm on target. Anything orange might be, let's say, within that safe zone but still needs work, and then anything red would be a dangerous situation. So what I'm going to do is any number here that is more than a 6, I'll change it green. Anything that's between a 4 and a 6, I'll change it orange. And anything less than 4, I'll change it to red. And although we're only doing 3 colors, you can literally have thousands of colors in the newer versions of Excel. But realistically, I think about 10 to 15 colors are appropriate on the maximum side because we can't really tell the difference between too many shades. Now let's get started. Step 1 is to highlight the cells that you want to perform conditional formatting in, and you can always highlight blank cells as well to set them up for future use. Then click on the Conditional Formatting button in the Home tab, go to Highlight Cells Rules, and More Rules. Now there are all these automated ways of doing conditional formatting, but I generally tend to go straight to a customized approach using More Rules. Once you do that, you'll get this box, and it's asking you, what do you want to do? It says if the cell value is, well, let's see, greater than, less than, between, and these are all your Boolean operators, so you can use any one of them. So for example, if you had a column of hourly rate, you might say when the cell value is less than whatever the minimum wage is, change it to red. In this case, we're going to do greater than. If it's greater than 6%, and you can write it like that, or you can do 0.06, so be very careful when you do decimals or percentages, and I'll just put it back to 6%. Then what do you want to do with the cell? And that's called format. Changing the look of something is called a format. We'll click Format, and we're going to go straight to the Fill button up here, and we're going to choose a bright color like green. Click OK, and click OK. Now keep the cells highlighted. We're going to go back to Conditional Formatting, Highlight Cells Rules, More Rules, and we'll do the second one, which is between 4 and 6. So we'll do between 4% and 6%, and this time we'll format it for orange. Orange means kind of like safe zone, but not quite there. Now keep in mind that when you do 4 and 6, it includes exactly 4, and it includes exactly 6. So your next one cannot be greater than or equal to 6. For example, you can't have an overlap, else Excel will decide what color to change. So we'll click OK, and we'll do one more. Keep them highlighted. Conditional Formatting, Highlight Cells Rules, More Rules, and let's do the last one, which is less than 4%. Format it for, let's see, red. Click OK, and click OK. And the colors have changed. So it's more meaningful when you have hundreds and hundreds of numbers to look at. And in fact, you could even sort by color over here. So let's try this one. If I change this to 150,000 units, the color will change to green automatically. And your job is when you come into work every day and you get new numbers refreshed, it will be nice to have, all your reds all lined up, so you can focus on fixing them. Maybe they become oranges. Then one day you walk in, you change all your oranges, work hard, do things to make changes, and make them all greens. One day you walk in and everything is green. So now your job is to relax a little bit, but then fine-tune the process to make sure that they stay green, and maybe raise the bar. Now one more thing. Once you've done conditional formatting, you can manage them by going to the Conditional Formatting button, and you can either clear rules from cells that you've selected or the entire worksheet, or go to Manage Rules. Now make sure you highlight the cells first, right? Go to Manage Rules, and you'll see all the rules that you've put in, and you can have a quick look by double clicking on each. But if we only needed 3 and you've got 4 or 5 in there by mistake, click on it and click delete. But I rather than using edit rule, I'd rather you just start from scratch. But if you delete extra rules, you'll never get a problem.